folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Beyond Real, Issue 1 by Vault Comics. Now, there is injury, a bit of nudity, and cyber monsters in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the team. I have not heard of anyone here before. I'm pretty certain. And yes, so this is a new series. According to what I looked up online, it came out in December last year of 2023. And the reason I got this is my shop, Kamikaze, handed these out for free. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a read. So the story starts with June and Ellie. This is June here, a young lady and her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure they're both in their early 20s. They drove outside of town. They're sitting on the roof of her car and talking. June is the artistic type. She believes in feeling, and she and Ellie are talking about he thinks that everything's that maybe life is a computer simulation and everything's already planned in advance, and you can't really change it. You have a program, and that's what you follow. And their boyfriend girlfriend, by the way. So they talk about it some more, tease each other, and then they get back in their car and are about to drive home. They talk on the way. She's bothered that something's on her mind after a phone call with her dad. He tells her she has to get he wants her to get a job at this firm, not firm, at this place, to sell stuff on the phone, or else he won't help her pay her rent. Because if she has a job, would he even bother than helping her pay her rent after if she starts making money? Yeah, although I guess he would. Maybe just wants her to have a real job because she's an artist, and although it looks like someone's interested in her drawings, as Ellie says, you could. The publisher said he wanted these, and she keeps saying, "Oh, they're not ready." And they're talking about it. She doesn't pay attention to the road, and they get hit by a truck, like right, and goes right into in Ellie's side of the car. Then we get to the hospital. They're both in the same room. She's being treated. Uh, Ellie's lying next to her. They're both nude from the waist. I'm surprised this is not mature because they show you her boobs and everything. There's no mature. Well, maybe the mature's rating inside. Although I guess you just see her boobs for like 2 pages, so it's not really. I don't know though. You'd imagine they would rate that. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, they're going all around. They're the doctors. You have a concussion, June, and all that. And June is looking at Ellie. He seems to be also responsive and fine. I'm surprised the doctors aren't running around him though. And then we see her, and she's either imagining their future together. You see them both as older, and it looks like they have a daughter, and all that. And she keeps asking, how is Ellie? And then we get away from this sequence, and she's all right. She had a concussion. Now Ellie suffered. He had a little artery bleed into his brain. Then, they didn't catch it at first, and so now he's in a coma, and they don't know how much function of his brain he'll regain if he'll wake up at all from the coma. And naturally, June's very upset about it. She goes home, and then things start to get fucked up. She paints, and then the paintbrush goes right through her easel in the canvas. When she lifts a cup at a cafe, there's a little earthquake. Everything is looking fucked. She goes to the doctor, a therapist, and even a medium. And they all tell her, oh, you suffered a concussion. The doctor said you need time to adjust. The media's like, there's a path. Sometimes our dead loved ones are trying to reconnect with to get a connection with us. Obviously, all three of them don't really help her much. She still doesn't know what the hell's going on. And she's walking after. And then she's walking, and she can hear people's thoughts as well. And she's going, and then this thing starts chasing her. It looks like a skeleton of some creature. It looks somewhat humanoid. And she starts yelling, "No, leave me alone," and it disappears. And she goes back to the hospital to visit Ellie. And what is going on? She gets angry at everything. Oh, and also she goes to the support group after what happened. Are there support groups after you've been in a car accident? Maybe. And she tells them, this is happening to me, and so it says, oh, anger can be, a superpower. Then she throws a chair at the wall, and it kind of looks like she didn't even lift it, and they all act like nothing really happened. And they're like, did you throw the chair because you're angry? Right, then she's at the hospital, and she also gets angry about this phone. She throws the phone at the wall, and then a hole opens in the wall, and she's suddenly in this white space, and she's yelling at this thing, and it's writing, and she said, why don't you at least have a face? And then a creepy smiley face appears. So apparently Ellie was right. The whole world is a simulation. And because of Ellie's and June's accident, her code got corrupted. And creepy smiley face is offering to fix it. Would you like to get repaired? And if she gets repaired, then she'll forget everything and then things will go back to normal. She keeps asking him, wait, there's a code, then what about Ellie? And you fix him, and he says his code is not corrupted. So she understands that this is supposed to be his path. He has the car accident, and I guess he's going to die. Then he says, well, the only one that can do something is the administrator. She's like, who is the administrator? Where do I find him? Or her? And then she's like, no, I want to. And then there's the creepy smiley face asks again, would you like to be repaired? And he says, no, I'm going to go and have them, whoever it is, fix Ellie's code. So he doesn't, die. Although apparently once you die in the simulation, you get reassigned to somewhere else, maybe? I don't know. Because he tells her, if you go, then your code will be reassigned. You won't be here anymore. I guess she'll disappear from her own program or something like that. Or at least from the place she occupies in it. But anyway, she says, I'm going, and she runs and jumps through, and she ends up in this, this usual picture of you got all this green and lines and everything code. She's like, what the hell? And she looks up, and there are these skeleton creatures again. And they say, what do they say? Error. Not error. What do they call her? 1 second. Ah, there we go. Corruption detected. Unauthorized corruption detected. And they're going towards her. She's in this, the usual image they show you of, the green squares and the sort of cybernetic stuff. That's where she is, essentially. And that's where the first issue ends. Okay, so first, I like this cover. The style of it reminds me of the old Jessica Jones, the original series cover, Alias. I quite like it. I'm not sure if this is watercolor or not. Could be. I'm not certain, but it's pretty cool. I saw the other covers. They were also pretty cool, too. This is by John... Oh, there we go, if you can see that. That's who did this cover. Okay. Right, now let's get to the art. The art inside is decent enough. I wasn't amazed by it or anything, but it's clear looking. It's pretty good. You see, that's Ellie. Sorry, that's June, and that's Ellie. Something kind of looks like it's written in the sky. I can't read cursive, so don't ask me. And there we go. I don't like this sort of panel arrangement, I must say. You know, you have to read like this and like this. Yeah, there's the art. Yeah, it's pretty okay, you see. They're cute together. Okay. Yeah, and then nice art. And I have seen I've seen worse art style, so this is in the decent category. Right, on to the story. Story itself, not a bad first issue. You get the idea of what. Not the idea, but you get a glimpse into it's gonna be something with cyber. I mean, the idea is not new, I suppose. I mean, we already had the Matrix, and I'm sure before the Matrix there were other things. But yeah, not a bad beginning issue into this. I feel like it has that modern comic feeling of like you read a whole comic yet not that much happened. I mean, I realized it just told you all that happened in over 5 minutes, but like okay, we get the two main character, or at least the main character. The accident happens. Then weird shit happens. Then she finds out that oh yeah, it's true, it's a simulation. And then she goes on to try to fix Sally. It kind of feels like it's one of those comics that feel like they already written it to be adapted to a TV show. So there's not much in between there, so maybe they can fill it out with whatever they fill out TV episodes with. Is what I'm trying to say. Because, go back 20 years in old comics and you'd read an issue, you'd read a fucking issue. A lot of shit happened in there. And then some of these new ones just like you read it like that, and it's kind of like there's no point in reading issue to issue. You should really just gather all the issues and then read them or get a trade. It's something you'll forget. It's just there's so little that happens in one issue. You might as well read all of them one after the other. Yeah. Ellie's character doesn't seem bad. She's looks like the wants to be independent, artsy type. Not sure about life, maybe somewhat. Surprising she's with the. And Ellie is her boyfriend. Ellie. It's like Eli. Ellie, maybe? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He seems like a nice guy. He's obviously into computers and shit. And yeah, not much. Well, that's all you get from him. I'm assuming, however, the story wraps up, he's probably gonna wake up at the end if he wakes up. So yeah, the premise isn't bad. It is interesting where it's gonna be taken though, because after she finds out all of this and she changes stuff, does that mean she'll change the whole thing? Or she, well, obviously, is still a road ahead of her to discovering this is all a simulation. And if it is, who built the simulation? Is it gonna be like in the Matrix, where they'll, they're actually alive in a real world somewhere, and their minds are just in the computer, and their batteries for the computers? Well, nah, they can't really use that. I suppose that would be plagiarism. But yeah, I guess it's left to be seen where this will take. It I mean, it's not the same, but it makes me think of Clear, the comic series. Well, that one started promising and then, well, went into bullshit. So, interesting if this one will at least end up decent. So, yeah, it's not a bad read if you like this kind of, you know, take the sci with it. I guess you could say it's more science. Would it be science fiction? No, probably not really, right? No, I don't think so. It wouldn't be exactly science fiction. But yeah, if you like this sort of, technology, stories where virtual realities and worlds, give this one a try. Though I would maybe recommend waiting up for all the issues to come out and then picking it up. If you wanna just knock off the whole thing. If you like that sort of stuff, this will be for you. But if not, probably not. I won't pick up the rest of these. I think and this was nice, but not captivating enough for me to continue. Yeah, that is it. So let me know if you bought this one or got this one. If you did, what do you think about it? What did you think about it? And that is it. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!